It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Jordan Love. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Commanders and the Rams, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together? They've got to find some inspiration somewhere that can lead them to a victory.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off.
Are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And how about that return? As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind we're in for a terrific game. A dream scenario to start off for one side of the ball, a nightmare for the other to get this game started.
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. And leading them out in the 3rd year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Jones. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing Jones. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The kick by McManus is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by a former 1st-rounder in his 4th year now out of Utah State, Jordan Love.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You talk about this Rams defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Love. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A toss left side for Mitchell. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Gets through, and now an opening. And taken down just shy of the 40. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option left, it's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Jones. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Love now. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Love. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jamison Crowder. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first down coming up. They'll send Landry in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 38 yards. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case. Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. All the option left, it's Jones. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains,
and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And now how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
with that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give running right is Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there is no way that ball was going to be caught.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 32-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give here to Mitchell. Gets around him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
They run up the gut with Kelly. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's out to Chubb, complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Jones on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short throw to Ingram. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Juwan Jennings from 4 yards out. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Rams going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joe Bitonio. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Carter. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race. They'll start with the option. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw now. Here's Love. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Kelly will score. Touchdown, Commanders. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taking down at
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They go bootleg. Love. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Mo Alley Cox from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are pouring it on. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Chubb running right. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Throwing, Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Washington offense set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this is caught, Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Kelly. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Throwing. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Donald Parham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, LA! Chase Claypool, 36 yards. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Washington offense set to take over again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Carter straight ahead, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Love. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Peyton Turner. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's Jones on 1st and 10 to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones, a short throw to Ingram. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Shoves him away. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the Washington offense going back to work. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.